Alright, good evening, guys. Hope you've all enjoyed your winter break. We just got back today. This has been my first day back at college. Uh, didn't have any classes yet. My first class isn't until tomorrow, but um, I have a bit of mixed feelings about coming back to college, but I think it was about time. And it's about time that I start making these Wicked Wheel Wednesday videos again. So yeah, let's get started. I have the Yankees hat back again. If some of you remember from Slack, I actually got a new Yankees hat for Christmas, which I was pretty excited about. It's one of those one size fits all hats. It's pretty comfortable, very nice, really clean design. Unfortunately, somehow I left it on my desk and my dog got to it already within like less than a week. So that one kind of got the rim all bitten, and then this little like notch thing on the bottom. He tore that one off too, so that hat's kind of screwed over. So we're back to this one already. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, Tigara is going to get +1 juice. Over break, we took like a little break from doing these. I personally was just really busy during the holidays because we were always going different places to see family. We go see not just like grandparents and cousins, but like a lot of extended family as well from both sides of the family. So that's always nice, but it's very time consuming. And that coupled with me trying to take extra shifts at work, just didn't really give me a chance to do it. So I know Dolph was able to cover a couple, which is pretty nice. And 0.5 MHC for LBJ. Where is he? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it was good that he was able to step in and help out. Always appreciate the help, and he always does a great job with those, so definitely not complaining. Finn's fan is gonna end up with Prop Parlay voucher. But yeah, aside from visiting family and going and doing work stuff, let's see. Oh, we went on a skiing trip yesterday, which was a lot of fun. 0.5 switches for Street Spirit. And so usually every year we have this ski trip that we do with our crew. It's a venturing crew, so it's like a co-ed group that does high adventure stuff. And this is like our annual thing. We have a ski trip that we go on, and a lot of people ski. I enjoy snowboarding. So that's always pretty fun to go and do over in Pennsylvania. +1 juice for Go Hogs. We always like doing it on Martin Luther King Day because that's a day where we're usually free. And it's also the day before we all go back to school. Also on Mondays, I usually play basketball. So that kind of leaves me really tired going and taking a beating out there and then having to come back and ball. But I really enjoy doing both, so it's not really a problem. And 2 MHC free bet for D-Russ. And 0.5 MHC free bet for Basebaldy. There we go. Can't seem to find any of these. Alrighty. It's also been a pretty cool break for sports. I know that a lot of times during the weekend I haven't gotten a chance to watch some of the games because of work when I'm HC for Tree Boys, but the couple that I've been able to watch, I've been pretty fortunate enough to be able to watch all of the Chiefs playoff games. I was initially rooting for them and the Packers to make it to the Super Bowl. The Packers got knocked out this past week, which is pretty disappointing, honestly. But the 49ers just matched them up very well, so it was a really tough game for them, and the 49ers were able to exploit a lot of their weaknesses. But yeah, the Chiefs have had 2 games where they were down big early, and seeing them come back are some of the best playoff games that I've seen, especially the one against the Texans. And we seem to have a lot of repeats. That's like the... Oh no, we only have one. But, we've been getting a lot of +1 juices and the spread juices. I want to get some of the more interesting ones. Let's see. Parlay voucher. Also, something else that's been really cool to follow is seeing Rutgers get ranked. That's been something that's been really crazy to follow. I've been having a lot of fun with that. I've been able to go to a lot of the games, and it's just so awesome feeling that energy there. X+1 for Rosen. And the thing is, pretty much, while Rutgers has been good in wrestling, I think, that's not one of like the main sports that like everyone kind of follows. If you're not really relevant in football or basketball, it's not really as interesting for like the student body as a whole. But now that basketball is good and seeing everybody showing up to the games, and it's just so much more exciting, especially seeing your team win. +1 for G-Bub. Geo Baker, who's our starting point guard, he was even hurt at one point, which usually would have screwed us over last year. But now we're still able to have success despite that, which is something that's been pretty awesome. It seems like everyone is stepping up and contributing in their own way. Something that a lot of people thought was going to happen was that we had one of our big men leave in the off-season, and we thought that was going to be a big weakness for us. But in fact, like a lot of people are kind of stepping into roles that a lot of people thought was going to be a weakness for us, and kind of overperforming everyone's expectations. And that's a jackpot for Pickle Wallets. Congrats to the Mulligan. Another guy who's improved a lot from what I've seen is Ron Harper's son, Ron Harper Jr. Last year it seemed like he was trying to do too much, and he just wasn't as successful. But this year he's letting his shots come to him. He's really good at attacking the basket and even hitting outside shots as well. To MHC for We President. And pretty much being able to do this is allowing him to, I think, average pretty much like double-digit points a game, and he's been a really strong guy on the offensive side, which we need because we're more of a defensive-oriented team. We're able to slow down a lot of teams that kind of pop off at other places, but we still need to score on our own, and our offensive scoring is kind of a liability for us at times. And so it's good to have someone that we can rely on the offensive end to get us some points. Now we just need Rutgers football to do well, but we got Shiano, so that's a good first step, but I don't know. I just don't see us becoming as good in that as quickly. Especially since it's been pretty notorious about how much of a joke Rutgers football has been. It is what it is, though. I'm just really happy that I get the chance to enjoy the basketball team. And one MHC free bet for Boss. Usually I don't like going back and forth, but it just makes it so much easier so I don't have to go back after and watch the video again. Plus, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone feels the same way, but I just don't like listening to my voice over again in a recording. And +3 for Spartans. Maybe I should order them by like alphabetical order next time. That would make it a lot easier. And a lot of +1 juices. +1 for T1. And that just leaves Ayondis. Also, apparently it just came out that the Giants hired Freddie Kitchens. Knowing just how much the Browns have sucked with him, it's kind of disheartening. But at the same time, that was kind of because they pushed him. Wow, another +1 juice. Wow, I'm sorry about all of that, guys. That's, I'm getting a lot of those. But yeah, in terms of the hiring of Freddie Kitchens, it's, like, I know he did really bad in Cleveland, but as an offensive coordinator in Baker's first year, they actually did pretty well. And I think that if, like, I really don't know what role we're going to put him in because we already have Garrett at offensive coordinator. So maybe as, like, a specialist coach for, like, running backs or QB or something like that. But if he's able to contribute like he did in the first year when he wasn't the head coach, I think it could be a very positive signing. Same thing with Garrett, where he can focus on the offense where he does well at, and then leave the defense to someone else with more expertise in that area. So it's kind of interesting as a Giants fan thinking about, really interesting seeing what Joe Judge and the organization is doing, and honestly excited to see what they do. Hopefully we get some good free agent signings, and who knows. Knowing how bad the NFC East has been, maybe we can make a decent push towards taking the division again. But yeah, that's all for the video for now, and enjoy your perks, good luck this week, and see you around.